So for task number 3, we need to issue a certificate to a client. So in this case, SAT4812server.com is the client, so we'll issue a certificate to client using the root CA that we just set up in task number 2. So for task 3.1, we're going to generate a public / private key pair for the client. And to do that, we need to type in the command. I'll highlight it for you so you can see what that is. Here we go. And then it'll ask me for a password, and I entered passphrase. And so basically what this command does will generate an RSA private key, and it'll store that in the server.key, which is inside lab02 directory. And for 3.2, or task 3.2, we're to generate a certificate, a signing request. And so we're basically generating a CSR by typing this command, which should be right over here. And it'll ask me to enter in a slew of information, including the password. So I typed in passphrase. And for the common name, I entered SAT4812server.com, which again is the client. And let's see if I can find that and highlight that for you. Common name, there we go. So this guy entered that. And so basically by doing this, the CSR should be sent to the CA or a certificate authority to request a certificate authority to generate a certificate out of the CSR. And then for task 3.3, we are to issue the certificate. So let's do that. Oops. Skipping ahead here. So yeah, this is the guy so right here, this is where I typed in the command to basically store the certificate inside of server.crt. And at the very end, I'll show you all the files that are stored in the lab02 that were generated because of the commands that we had entered in the 3 tasks. So the last step is we want to make sure that we did everything right. We want to make sure this works. So what we want to do is we want to enter the command that will basically display the certificate in text format. And so I'll highlight the command I used to do that. Which is this guy. And as you can see, this will display the certificate in text format right here. And I'll highlight that for you right here. Scroll down. And there it is. Oh, and the last thing I want to show you were the files that we generated inside the lab02 directory. And here they are. We'll open one of them. And yeah, and this was from task number 3, where we needed to store that certificate inside of server.crt. So as you can see, it was successful. The command worked. And that is the end of task number 3.